Hi, I'm Winnie Sun, Financial Advisor and Managing Director of Sun Group Wealth Partners. You may have heard the news about student loan forgiveness and wondered whether this will apply to your student loans. I'm here to share with you some frequently asked questions and give you the answers to best navigate your potential loan forgiveness process. So who will benefit from this student loan forgiveness program? According to the Biden administration's announcement, more than 40 million Americans currently have federal student loans, and of those, about 37 million loan holders will be eligible for the forgiveness plan as long as they meet certain income limitations. Now, the student loan relief is limited to those who make less than $125,000 per year, or married couples or head of households earning less than $250,000 a year. A common misconception is that only recently graduated students have this type of debt. In fact, in my own practice, we've consulted with many families who even 5 or 10 years later are still making payments. In fact, a recent report showed that here in California, 1 in 10 people still own some type of student loan debt, and almost half of those are over the age of 35. And almost 3% owe more than $200,000 in student loans. Now, when it comes to federal student loan relief, the William D. Ford Federal Direct Loan Program includes direct Stafford loans, direct subsidized and unsubsidized federal student loans, Parent Plus, and grad loans, which will also count towards relief. In fact, President Biden recently announced almost all federal student loan borrowers will be eligible for some level of forgiveness. Now, this includes up to $10,000 for students who didn't receive a Pell Grant. And if you did receive a Pell Grant, you could receive up to $20,000 in loan forgiveness. The government announcement shared that over 60% of borrowers were Pell Grant recipients, which means that they could potentially receive $20,000 in loan forgiveness. Now, according to the Department of Education, federal Pell Grants are awarded to students who display exceptional financial need. Now, what if you own a private loan? Now, this action doesn't affect student loans that are issued by private lenders, just the ones issued by the federal government. In fact, 10% of the student loans here in the United States are issued by a private lender. Now, what if you paid off your student loans? Can you get a refund? Well, this depends. If you paid off your loans prior to March of 2020, the answer is probably no. But if you just paid off your loans recently, the answer is maybe. The Education Department clarified that those who paid off all or part of their federal student loans since March 13th of 2020 will still qualify for forgiveness. Borrowers can request a refund just by calling their loan servicer directly. Now, what if the student loans were taken out by your parents? Well, here's some good news. The federal Parent Plus loans are also eligible for forgiveness if the parent's income also meets the income limitations. So, parents need to earn less than $125,000 for a single filer or $250,000 a year for a married couple. Now, there's even more good news for federal student loan holders. If you remember, due to the pandemic, there was a student loan pause on March 13th of 2020, which stopped mandatory payments, interest accrual, and even collections on federal student loan debt. Now, this deadline was extended several times, and as part of this loan forgiveness announcement, extends the pause yet again to January of 2023. So what are the next steps? Now, according to the Biden administration, nearly 8 million borrowers were going to be eligible to receive automatic relief because their information is already part of the income data that's available through the U.S. Department of Education. If you're not sure whether you're part of that 8 million, what should you do for more information? You'll want to visit studentaid.gov to check what type of loan you owe. Sign in with your FSA ID and go to the My Aid tab to search for your loans. And you'll want to also sign up for the automated emails. That way you'll get updates as they become available. You can also call 800-433-3243 for more information. Now, if you believe that you're qualified for loan forgiveness but aren't sure whether your income information is on file, you can apply for the relief by filling out a very simple form. To be notified when the application form is available, visit the ed.gov, which is the Department of Education's subscription page. Other frequently asked questions. Will my student loan payments go down? Well, this really depends. Now, if you are on an income-driven repayment program, or IDR, this is designed to help individuals who cannot afford to make large monthly payments. The loan forgiveness announcement will drop the payment requirement amount from 10% of your discretionary income to just 5%. Additionally, it will raise the amount of income that is considered non-discretionary, which could provide you even more relief. Now, what about taxes? Let me share with you what we know so far. The student loan forgiveness program shouldn't cause you to owe more on your federal tax return. We have the American Rescue Plan of 2021 to thank for this, but it could impact your state tax return. Depending on which state you reside in, this could add a maximum state liability of roughly $300 to $1,100. Now, currently, this could include 13 states such as Arkansas, Hawaii, Idaho, Kentucky, Massachusetts, Minnesota, Mississippi, New York, Pennsylvania, South Carolina, Virginia, West Virginia, and Wisconsin. So it's really important to check with your local state tax authority or accountant for more information.